shining, sun shining. Here we go. Everybody, welcome. Welcome to the morning marijuana motivation. Let's get it in, shall we? Boom, baby, boom! Rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with this, Marky Saint. The mostest, if I could spit it out this morning, got saliva coming out of my mouth. Woo! A little too much woo on it. Oh, wow. Maybe I'll just see the blunt and it made my mouth water, but here we go. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. Get some motivation in you. Let's get some shine in you. This morning we're going to talk about, is that what you really want? Because that's what we all getting. We all getting what we really want. We're all getting exactly what we really want. And start doing some math. Added it up. And the decision was made, you know. Each time we make a decision, we're adding part of ourselves to the equation to get the equal sign that is the results in our lives. And just like anything, I'm here to get some more wraps. About 3 days ago, Shelby smoking blunts like a motherfucker. The other day, I was like, damn, Saint, you just got this pack of 3 blunts and you already went through it. It's the nicotine, y'all. It's the nicotine inside the blunts, inside the wraps. Get my ass up in the morning to go. But we're going to go for a walk talk, go around for a quick walk talk, smoke, and get into this ability for us to find the shine. And it's not always on time, right? Us trying to find the shine or find it within our lives. You know, part of me wants to start doing these 1-minute reels, but I'm not really after the TikTok world or trying to be click worthy. I'm just going to leave the words here. You know, Kevin Samuels just died, did an awesome job, and then you can just die. Oh shit, people are in front of me with the beer container. And talking about Tupac, and he said, you know, what'd you tell him? He said, you got to chill out, go stay in my condo, relax, the energy's too high. And he went, are you finished? Because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, I give a lot of fucks, actually, is what he meant to say. But he wanted to live his life unafraid. Like, I mean, and to not give a fuck about fear is really the explanation, not about life. Because this is what's going to happen. You're going to get what you want out of life. Now, do you give a fuck what you get is another discussion. And did you put up enough effort to get what you wanted? Or did you just wish for it? And that's what we talked about the other day. Let's get some dreams in. Get some dreams. Hey, brother, you over here? This one? That one. That's what I thought. 3 of the brown naturals right there. The zigzag naturals. 3 of those for me. To the left, the brown ones. You got another one? Mine back there? Cool. Morning.
We have one more.
Just the natural or the straight ups. You ring me up for 3. That would be awesome. Put my blunts on this morning. Yeah? It's not saying nothing.
Well, I'm not done it.
Oh, I was looking at it. I'm like, I don't think it's doing it. I swiped it twice. It's good.
I gotta see if we have another one. You have a...
He does.
You need a lighter?
No, I got my lighter on me. I got my monkey tail on me.
Alright.
You don't even know what a monkey tail is, huh?
No.
Bam. Wireless lighter leash. You just put it on your thing, snap off, right off. You'll never lose your fucking lighter again. No one will ever steal your lighter. Like, how did you think this was yours? Right. Yeah.
I like that.
That's what it is. My buddy invented it. So he's already sold 2 million of them by putting a USB port on it. So
That's
he's like, you got a lighter? Yes, I do. And forever I will.
And you need to borrow it here.
Yeah,
Right back.
borrow and back. Yeah. Yeah, give me one so we can bring it up. Each one gets his own barcode, huh?
Look at this, Craig.
Trying to wake up.
Thank you guys.
No problem, man.
Me too. Insert it. Wait. No cash back. Perfect.
I can take who's next.
Monkey tail.
There you go, man.
And my blood
All right,
raps.
have
You
a
go
good
have a
day.
blessed one too. You too, man.
Hello, how you doing?
Making everybody's life better. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Making everybody's life better. Let's go. But you could. You could make better decisions. You could get better results. Choose better habits, like we say. But we're a dichotomy of things, you know? I was standing out there and the homeboy was saying, he's like, bro, you don't even know. He's like, I'm 28 years old. I haven't read a book since 2012. I'm a vegan that just ate butter chicken last night. Like, we are all walking dichotomies, and that's why I love it about Saints Addiction. Where's my anarchy? The flip of it all. You know, that we can be extremely saintly, mostly saints. And that's why I call mostly saints, because you can be mostly saintly. I just said that, mostly saintly. And still be devilish, still have pride, still have envy, still have petty. And it's just so weird to me. We sit there and look around for our lives or at our lives. You know, you have to ask the question yourself, what do I really want? You know? And the thing that captured me the most, empty stomach syndrome. I get bubbles talking and trapping the smoke inside my stomach. Anyway, so when I'm not done busy burping on live and staring at this walk in sunshine, right? I look at the path and is this what I really want? You know, when I put in work and do things with my life, I have to ask myself, is that what I really want? And that's what we gonna get. Now, you know, the decisions will get made, but the repercussions won't be seen till later. And I think that's what I was witnessing. You know, you pride yourself on getting an education, but the repercussions of the education is you just got student loan for a degree that you might not use. Now, I still am an advocate for college. I think it's amazing to be around other people of different backgrounds talking about different subjects. It enlightens you, lets you know how smart you really are. Also trains you how to do things properly, like bring your books in advance, because you're gonna need to bring your pencil to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not school anymore. This is a higher education, and part of having a higher education is making better decisions. And we all have the ability to make decisions. Just how many of them are making good ones? And the tough part is that we make life decisions, like choosing someone to be our life partners, and choosing to have children with them, choosing to become a team. And that's what we were talking about the whole time was, is that what you really want? You know, a lot of us will say, hell yeah, I need a partner, man. I want somebody to go on trips with and travel the world and raise our children. And commonplace, I'm not saying anything you've never heard before, but the price to pay might be your college education. Like, wait, what? Yeah, the price to pay might be your competition with other men too, right? Like, we're all aiming for money. And then we made decisions based on those decisions. When we decided to chase the dollar, we didn't chase our health. And when we decided to chase convenience, you think they're trying to take my money from the 7-Eleven and give me nicotine, blunt wrap, cigarettes, just because they're nice? No, they don't mind my heart hurting and getting pains. They don't mind, you know, lung damage. They don't mind making my mom cough through cigarettes. They don't mind, because they're on their profit shit. And then you gotta ask, is that what you really want? Do you want them on a boat, on a yacht, on your money, on your health? Or do you want your health and your wealth? And we have to decide. And it sucks that we have mental issues, you know, around the world, where people have to decide what's going on with their lives. You know, it's not easy to choose wisely. We're born with no information, and we're born also with feelings, and our feelings will get us fucked up all the time. We'll say things that we don't mean. We'll do things that we weren't supposed to. What the hell is this? Daggers? What is this? I have no idea what that is. Maybe it's a drone landing spot. I'm not sure. Very interesting. But it's also interesting that we always get what we want. Like deep down inside, you're getting what you want. You wanted to sleep in, nobody's gonna come in, pull the covers off you, you know? And that was part of the whole thing the girl was saying is you gotta regulate yourself. And that's why the question comes to you, the person watching right now, the one person watching, is that what you want? And I had to ask myself, I mean, my actions said I wanted to be single. My heart said I wanted to be together. I showed up, but I still argue. I mean, I'm here, right? Like, you want to go to school? Yeah, I'm here. I mean, but did you bring your book? No. I'm like, are you really there? Is that what you really want? You know, I had the opportunity to date Brazilian model, Dr. Chick, but her insides were so nasty, you know, and it's not like she's a nasty person. She was a very caring person. She wasn't a rude person, but she was a very selfish person. And it was shocking to me that people could be so self-involved. Good morning. Yeah, it's about to get hot out here. Yep. And that's what we do. You know, we find ways to screw ourselves, you know, through our feelings or misunderstandings. You know, the other day I was getting an order from somebody and the dude was, come on, Mark, do me a favor, friendo. And I'm like, bro, I just met you less than 30 minutes ago. You called me after 5 o'clock. You put your fire on my doorstep and you want to be my friend. And I was like, no offense, sir, but I don't do that. I don't do mass manipulations. You'd be better off to take that nightmare somewhere else. And that's exactly what happened. You know, people will try to unload their inadequacies and inconsistencies and stress and fires with each other. You know, we'll share in the drama, but we won't share in the spoils. As soon as there's some drama around, you'll find plenty of people to complain about their bills, complain about their lives, complain about everything. And they're like, is that what you want? Is that what you want, is a life full of complaints? You're gonna finish your days sitting around complaining about things the way they would have been? Or are you gonna do something about it? Are you gonna dream? Or are you gonna whine? And the choice is really ours. I mean, we're getting what we want, you know? Like, is that what you want? A lot of dudes, the reason I brought up that Brazilian girl is because a lot of dudes will be like, yeah, give me the fake titties. Give me somebody with a hard body. And I'm over here like, oh, that was a perfect little bird. No, it's going to the next tree. Let's see if we can't capture it. And I'm on some, is your heart soft? You know, and that's what you kept talking about. The Kev Samuels moment. Look at this beautiful bird on this tree, yo. Can you see it? Can you see? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, bird, for singing us a song this morning. Lifting our hearts, you know. We do stuff to ourselves that's so self-destructive, you know. And that's why I asked if you got to ask what you really want. You can't just say, oh yeah, I really want it, without putting some effort behind it and without calculating the truth of it. You know, fake tits only work with fake people, right? You know, unless you want to be someone's photographer for the rest of your life, a professional bag holder, where's the partnership? But some dudes, they're just like, dude, I just want to have a hot chick so other people think that I'm strong. It's like, how about you have a strong woman to make you strong? There's some backward shit. It's like, is that what you really want? And you got to ask yourself, and you're like, oh shit, it's not what I want. I don't want cancer. It says it on my packages. Go get in my zigzag bag right now. It says, yo, this shit might cause you cancer. I'm oblivious, right? I didn't want to read it. I didn't want to listen to it because it has a dichotomy to what I want, right? It's against what I want. What I really want is to smoke some weed. Now, I could use some billionaire hemp perhaps, but I ran out. My homie's not my friend no more, but that's what we do, right? Like, we make decisions counterintuitive to what we actually believe. And I think I was watching it too today. I mean, you can get confirmation bias where you sit there and you're confirmed in your beliefs, right? You made the decision, I'm only going to believe this. And what ends up happening is our brains shut down possible alternatives. We forget that other people, and I read this morning, that other people don't think like us. And that was so weird that we are inside of our heads thinking like how we think all the motherfucking time, and we give no credence to allow other information. The poor girl was from Mississippi, and the South is real. The South is so real that they'll believe in a religion that was given to them. They'll believe what they're told because that's what they feel. And instead of listening to new facts and information, she was stuck with her ignorance. You know, we make ourselves so ignorant to the facts. We see things, but we'll ignore them. We'll omit them because it's not part of our belief system, and it's very dangerous. It's like groupthink, you know, when all the group runs in one direction, you assume to run in the other direction because you don't know if they're going in the right direction. You know, I mean, unless it's rats getting off of a boat, you might want to go where the rats go. But groupthink is like, oh, the next hitchhiker is gonna get picked up. That poor bastard's been out there for 3 hours. She was out there for hours, make assumptions that because you have a house and a car, other people are taken care of. And we live in that reality, birds chirping, breeze, trees, park, when naturally on the other side of the world, or unnaturally on the side of the world, they're having wars. But it doesn't affect us. We'll live in it. I think that's what we want, right? Where we want to have what we want, as long as we're taken care of, the other problems don't exist. You know, as long as she's got fake boobs, it didn't matter that she didn't care about me. And you're like, did you really just say that? And you're like, yeah, dude. Like, that's what decisions we're making. Well, I mean, he was good and bad, so I'm gonna make him my baby daddy. And now you're talking shit about him. That's the decision you made. You literally trashing yourself on the decisions you made, you know? So while women control the reproduction, men control the marriage. And yet each one of us is getting exactly what we want, but not getting together to get those two things achieved. Marriage and procreation. You're like, Mark, why you keep talking about it? Oh, because I just had an abortion, and abortion is a big fucking event going on right now. Well, a 60-year standing in our court is about to ban it, and states are going to go scrambling for it. And oh, by the way, Japan's not going to make it. China's not going to make it. Our whole world civilization depends on it. But we made decisions to go get Netflix and chill by ourselves. It's supposed to be Netflix and chill with all the people, you know, for everyone to hang out and find somebody, not just chill. How about Netflix and marry before I start a new app? You know, this guy's always sitting here. I don't know what job he has from the city to sit here in a truck running air conditioning. Anyway, but that's what's happening, right? We don't see the exhaust coming out of the truck, so we don't see the waste of energy. He could just be out of his truck, sit here in the shade playing on his phone, but no, we gotta use big ass vehicles, and the cops use bigger vehicles to arrest us and keep us in control, stealing our valuables. Like, I just saw someone get towed. It's horrible. It's very predatory, and that's what we choose. We're like, well, that's the law. And then you make so many laws that now we're the number one incarcerated in the world. We hit our hearts, America, freedom, woo! And it's like, what freedoms, man? You know, you can go down the street and lose your life today. Like, you know, people getting shot at on a regular basis, and you're claiming to be free and safe. I don't know if we can necessarily claim to be safe, but one of the best countries in the world needs to be safe. And that's what we do. We're a dichotomy within ourselves. We're a whole bunch of mix and mash of things that are trying hard and giving up and doing things counterintuitive to what we would say we would do. That confirmation bias is real. You could present somebody a bunch of facts and they're still going to tell you Jesus walked on water, bro. And you're like, nobody walks on water. You're like, but this guy did. And you're just like, oh my God, I'm wasting my fucking time because you've put up a blocker in your mind. And I did too. I would do all sorts of things like, I'm so right. I've traveled the world. I have experience. Can't possibly learn from anyone else. I'm Teacher Mark. That's the worst wrong attitude. Oh, look how beautiful this is. Oh my Lord. Look at this one. Looking like some girl's eyelashes. You know what I'm saying? That is absolutely, positively beautiful. And then we're mad at our decisions. We're mad at our spending sprees instead of our savings. You know, me, I felt like I needed to have a festival. Was it financially wise? No. And I keep making financially unwise decisions, you know, traveling to go be with a woman that doesn't want to be with me, or trying to have babies when they don't want to, and all sorts of stuff that fucks with my future. How about you? How about you? People that get to watch the show. And shit, I've been doing it for 10 years. I looked around and I said, well, shit, Saint, at least you got a business. And that's the truth of it. You know, I keep working the dream, working all the designs, making my own designs on time. You know, I have a dream. The man, the myth, the legend himself. I have a dream, and I also have the balls and the effort too. So it's not just saying I wanted something. No, sir, no, ma'am. This is me doing something. So, you know, for my life and this shine, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. You know, I don't want to be like Shock G and announce my own death. I watched him talk about Tupac not giving a fuck about, I don't give a fuck. Like, you're gonna die. He knew he was gonna get out early. And I don't know if I'm gonna die early, but, you know, I want to live. And while I live, I gotta live now. You know, with my best intentions, with my best decisions, I could live as if it's never going to end. And you're gonna get exactly that. You know, there's people that don't want the tomorrow to come, truthfully. You know, that's why they talk about cigarettes being a person that's pessimistic, is because you don't believe you need to live tomorrow. I mean, you're making decisions at 20 that you're going to regret at 60, and you might not even make it to 60. And you're like, so too late now. You know, I already smoked all those cigarettes, I already got the cough. And that's when we get stuck. We get stuck in our ways, we get stuck in our thoughts, and that's what you want. Is that what you want? Do you want a fake life, or do you want real results? Is that what we want? Do we want to be liked by a bunch of strangers? Well, being people that we consider friends, but we don't actually see in real life. And then next thing you know, no shit, they're keeping us sat down. No shit, they're going all out to do a metaverse because, God forbid, you get up and go for a walk. God forbid, you do the walk and talk. You know, I love walking and talking. You know, it makes me feel better. I have the opportunity to just sit there, or I can exist more. I don't know if the quality is going to be sound, but that's not even where my concern is either, dude. The biggest concern I have right now is my health. I'm out here walking and getting my health as far as my body, mind, and soul right. Second priority is to live my dreams. And third is to do this show. You know, I mean, that's it. You know, there's not alternatives. I'm telling you, one of these shows is going to blow up and people are going to get this message and be like, man, I need some sane psychology. I need to get my mind right. In the morning, I don't know how I aligned myself before. Where was my compass? Not that I'm the only compass or a moral compass in any way. I'm saying us as a species going, is that what we really want? Every time you wake up on the boat, where's it pointing? You know, like, where are we headed? Caribbean, Mexico? You don't know because you haven't aligned your compass. And that sucks. That sucks when you're trying to accomplish something and look for directions in your life. You're like, how am I getting these results? And you go, okay, well, what decisions did you make? And you're like, oh shit. Okay, well, how did you make those decisions? Oh shit, I didn't know. I was feeling a certain type of way. I was feeling like he was cheating on me. What did one girl say? He liked up another girl's photos. I don't think that's right. So you threw away a 10-year relationship off of one like? Is that what it's worth to you? You know, some people actually have to go through real shit, like the loss of a child or a loss of a loved one, and they bond together. Everybody wants rainbows and butterflies, but they don't want to endure something with someone. My book, The Book Endure, is literally that. It's an endurance contest. It's an endurance race. Life is. It's like still going. And rapidly, too. I mean, you wake up and you're inundated with stimulus and media, but also decisions. And they're like little silent motherfuckers, too. Like this little nicotine on my bag. When I go to smoke my weed, I just went right past it. I was just, oh, sure, let me grab it. You know, like irrational, because now I already made my decision. I already got in the car, went to the cigarette shop, walked past all the signs that said cancer, you're missing your teeth, and said, give it to me. And that's who we are. I mean, we are compulsive. We are addictive. Ooh, this dog's so cute. Oh, he's barking. We are all those things and then some. And that we don't want to own up to it. And that's what I did with Saints Addiction. I wanted to own up to it. I wanted to own up to my addictions and say, hey, this shit made me weak. You know, cocaine up people's nose or my nose, or trying to find it all day. Like, what was I doing with those hours? Just trying to enjoy myself. So I got what I wanted. I made myself what she called me, a 42-year-old bachelor. I made myself into a bachelor. I thought that, and still think, or maybe what I feel, oh my God, I feel like that someone's gonna show up and just love me for who I am. I'm not gonna sound like that. I feel like I gotta improve constantly. Plastic pocket challenge, y'all. Plastic pocket challenge. Why don't you just throw it away? Just everybody get their plastic off the streets and we all pick up something and this whole world would clean up. But that's it, right? The responsibility of it. Whose responsibility is it to, I guess you couldn't stop me from clubbing in the 20s. So that was my responsibility, my decision. And the outcome is what I deserve. And for all the women that I slept with, right? It's my fault because I didn't make any of them a mother, right? I actually canceled motherhood and fatherhood on myself. So, you know, the truth is hard, you know, but the truth shall set you free. By the time we start having real conversations with each other, we realize that we are the ones that are trapping ourselves. And is that what you want? You're like, well, yeah, that's what I want. I want this plastic pocket challenge. I don't even know what the fuck this is. Plastic pocket challenge. But most of the time, right? Like, why'd you buy the car that you bought? Oh shit, they're unloading stuff, very noisy. You don't probably know. You don't know about it takes 9 different commercials to get your attention in the first place. Is it gonna take 9 potential suitors for you to get married? 9 attempts at having a baby? Like, I mean, seriously, we are giving up our opportunities in a way that we think, and I'm guilty of this, I slapping my blessings in the face, expecting them to just come back. I mean, literally, like, how many good men are out there trying to find good women? A lot. How many are landing? Not a lot. And that's the thing, is the numbers don't lie, right? We can see our algorithms track us, like every time, what time you normally wake up in the morning, how long you stay on a feed. I mean, it's literally a computer to keep humans on the computer. And if that's not the trick of it all, and the real trick is, instead of it being plastic, it's shiny. It shimmers to us and says, oh, hey, come play with me. Stay in here. You know, you're gonna get something out of this. And you're like, clever people like myself who make footage that's entertaining that people might want to watch and stick on. I don't know how many Kevin Samuels episodes I watched recently, but those are hours of my life. And I thought, that's awesome that he did it. But now he's dead. YouTube's still making money off his content. Like, they're still making money off of him instead of him getting paid. And that's a really scary thing, you know, like, you know, to take advantage of a dead man or take advantage of a situation. And I was like, where's the honor? You know, is that what we want? We want a society filled with memes, just me and what I got going on. And thank you for getting off this channel. I had 2 people and they went down to 0. We're at the 30-minute mark. But that's it. And we can't always get what we want, but the truth is we are getting what we want. We're getting exactly what we want. And in the dream world will fantasize about things that we want. But till we get up, learn Photoshop, actually crop it in, have a vision, find the font, make the word, make the logo, add it in, print it, wear it, as you said you would, then you got Saints Addiction. I said I would, man. Addiction, I was like, yo, if I want to do whatever it took to find some cocaine at 3-4 a.m., you know, I think I'm gonna get laid, or I was just jonesing. I'm an extremely motivated person when it comes to like pussy, cocaine, the things I want, sugar. I hope you are too, you know, extremely motivated. And then I want you to take the things that motivated you, keep the level that high, right? Keep that same energy, and then minus the addiction, minus away the weakness, take away the crutches, if you will, make the man walk out of the wheelchair. And that's what we do. You're like, you better not kick him out of the wheelchair. He's got to walk. And you're like, nah, dude, you're going to have to run. You're going to have to find a way to run in your mind, run away from things that don't work for you. Good morning. And do things that people wouldn't normally do. And now you're in the winner circle. You can literally stay. Is that what you want? Where your fear keeps you lay and pray and hoping and wishing, where the other people are out there working. You know, people they talk about it, but they don't be about it. You know, it's so interesting. Like, I could lose this weight. Then why don't you? You know, why don't you lose the weight? Why don't you fucking find a way to lose the weight right motherfucking now? Let me tell this dude. Beards on shirts, bro. Right. On Instagram.
Beards on shirts?
That's my Instagram.
Okay.
All the beard shirts, funny ones, sexy ones, for your girl too, you know? All right, thank you. And that's what we do. Find a way to reach, preach, and teach to people, man. Find a way to stretch out this old back of mine. Start doing some pull-ups. Now my soul is like, man, do you really want to? When you're all buffed up and stuff, you go, yeah, 10,000 reps. You've been sitting sedentary. This is an objective. And again, what do we want? My old self would be like, I want to look buff. Energy given. Now I'm on some, I want to be healthy. Will it repeat itself? And that's the question. Will you put in the energy to change your outcome? It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. I mean, I never wanted to do a workout show and let people watch me work out. That's not the point. The point is that you work out. You know, you could be grabbing the phone. I know people do that in the morning and just like listen to the words, man. Get something in your head. And it, ooh, kneecaps. Doesn't have to be me. Ooh, these calves too. Ooh, my calves are kicking. Whew. I've been stretching them out and trying to get them to unlock, but my calves are cramped, man. More bananas. So anyway, find it in you. I mean, I could be speaking to myself, but the truth is like, I'm trying to explain some people some keys for mental health, you know? Most people would say pray. And I'm saying there's something about being still. You know, there's something about a clear mind that wasn't interrupted by a random pop-up or a clickbait to steal your attention. Once you give your attention over to something, you know, and that one moment, not what's the meaning of my life, but what do I really want from it? And then most of my friends, the ones that are really woke, are manifesting that reality. They're getting up and saying 3 things that they're grateful for, you know, not waking up on the streets and having a roof over their heads, and very grateful people. It's amazing. These young kids are really getting competitive with the mental wellness, the positivity, the wokeness. I mean, some of these kids are actually reading, and some, you know, I think of my boy Mo, motivation, or organized motivation. He's kicking ass, taking names. You know, he's always up early in the morning, and I mean, he's the exception. But I mean, find somebody that's exceptional. You know, is that what you want? Do you want exceptional? You want average? I mean, you start kicking it with the people in the apartment, you're gonna stay in the apartment. You know, if you start banding together, then you're gonna own the apartment. Is that what you want? Do you want not to pay rent and watch it leave your finances every month just trickling away? Are you willing to work harder to get a down payment to get out of that way? It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. You know, it's a hard life. It's a hard knock life for us, man. And we're making it worse, you know, because we're choosing it. We're choosing realities that don't make sense. We think with our pride and pettiness, and we've forgotten how to really live, you know, like with each other, with goals in mind. And that's why I had this time, and been given this time for the next 2 weeks to make the goal of being on a podcast and talking to people. You know, I used to be out to here. I could always lose the weight, but at least I'm here. And I'm 42 years old. When I was 32 and I started this journey at 30, I just wanted my life to be a different reality. I wanted to see the world, and it's happened. I wanted to, you know, write a book, and it's happened. You know, there's things that we say that we're gonna do. Go make that happen. This is the morning motivation. You know, I've already smoked the blunt. I've already woke up. I've already stretched out. Kids are doing laps. People are in this to win this. And now it's our choice. Our choice to rise and shine, or to collapse under our own decisions. And I'm guilty of it. I've been guilty of it. Collapsed under my own decisions, you know. What if I didn't smoke so much weed? Would I have more money for my company? If I didn't hire the wrong people, I would be putting it on them, right? You know. What if I had it woulda, shoulda, coulda, you know? The decisions can haunt us so much that it'll fuck with our next decisions. Like, it's just like that. It becomes a domino effect. And that's why I said choose better habits, because we have the opportunity to be powerful. We have an opportunity to adjust our sails, yet we don't. We'll stay in harbor. We'll stay still. We'll stay put. We'll get those kind of results. So I wanted to get real good results. So much so that I was unbelievably happy. As a former depressed person and a recent person to get depression, it's hard to beat off. That motherfucker wants to beat you down. Like, how are we going to get back on track? Is that what we want? Or is that what we want? Because we're getting what we want. We're getting our attitudes. We're telling people off. And when we think we win, we're losing battle for battle. We're like, oh, well, that was one relationship. We'll wait for the next. Nah, man. You're living in a swipe left world where there's always abundance. There's always food. There's always somebody. I don't believe in shortage, but I don't believe you should get free love lives and fasts. I mean, you play the same Monopoly game as me. You can't pass go without collecting $200. And if you go to jail, you go directly to jail. So unforgiving. Talking about freedoms, man. So unforgiving. Is that what we want? The moment we're unforgiving for another is the moment it's unforgiving for us. Martin Luther King said, you know, not in inequality, and injustice anywhere is an injustice somewhere. You know, we don't mind as long as our land's not under war. No, it's like, it matters, dude. It matters if our neighbors don't eat. It matters how we treat our neighbors. These things add up. Our decisions matter. Like, and they're slow. Like, should I just get on my phone? And by the time you put it down, you've given up an hour of your time. I like to bring the phone while I walk, because then at least I'm getting some exercise. But fuck, these things are addictive. Talk about it for reals. The addiction of things, the things that I'm addicted to. It's like, yo, I want some friends. I want some oxytocin. Let me hop on this phone. Is that what I want? No, I really want to hang out, man. The fake hangouts are fun, but then again, you put the phone down and your time is gone. It's like, what's transpired? What's occurred? And a lot of people are like, they don't mind. The time slides by while the other guys cha-ching. If you don't mind, they won't mind. They don't mind taking my money and giving me cancer, and I don't mind handing them my time and my teeth. I gotta get some wraps. I gotta get some billionaire hemp wraps back. And that's what we did. Plastic Pocket Challenge. That's what we did. Find a way to communicate with each other. Find a way to communicate with our minds and our bodies. You know, that communication is so huge. You know, the other day, the pizza was calling, but the salad was needed. You know, salad over pizza ain't going to be a popular shirt, but it needs to be said. You know, decision needs to be made for a healthier outcome. And the destructive people, they're going to get destruction and misery, and they're going to blame other people for it. But it's a choice, just like happiness. It's an inside job. And being able to say, hey, you know, in this life, I want to be happy. I want to be healthy. I want to be able to keep walking on my own two legs and knees and elbows and neck and back and all the good stuff, the shoulders, all the joints. Well, did your multivitamins, glucosamine, chondroitin? No. Well, here we are. You know, I want to start, I'm serious, I want to start interviewing doctors on what people have said to them after all the decisions they make, and what do they believe about cognitive dissonance, where we live in a reality like we don't see our mirror image, like we don't see the shit we be pulling, and only you know you and your actions. Only you are watching, right? Again, no one's going to turn the TV off for you. No one's going to keep count of the reps. Only your body and yourself are going to know to have that conversation. I can hear those guys buzzing through. And that's what we end up doing. We end up having miscommunication with ourselves. Then it comes through to our friends. Then it comes through our lives. This is what we're doing. And that's why I was like, is that what you really want? You know, the outcome to be is usually rosy, right? The work is usually grimy. But our abilities to put it towards the outcome are huge. Like, we making some significant choices to bet, if you will. We're betting on life. I mean, literally, we are betting our lives away. We are betting that people won't. We're betting when we do business with someone that they're going to do what they say they're going to do. Plastic pocket challenge. You know, we're betting that the outcome's going to be what we need it to be. And unfortunately, some people don't know how to gamble. You know, they really don't. You can still go find a sucker in the casino trying to get somebody else to lose all their money while they bet away their lives. And that's what we do. You know, that's what we do. Plastic pocket challenge. We're betting on our own lives and the lives of others, you know. It might not matter. The silent little breakups from miscommunication. No one hears you cry alone. You know, we cry silently. You know, again, everybody's only showing what's awesome. We don't see the shade. We don't see we see a house. We don't see the frame, you know. And I've been talking about this frame, this house that's us. Inside of us, there's a bunch of rooms that we've been sitting in the living room and never leaving. We've been watching TV, popping bonbons. The truth is, we gotta get off our asses at the couch and do some work. Now you gotta climb the stairs. You gotta make a meal. You gotta make a meal so you have the energy to climb the stairs. Then you have enough energy inside of you so that way you can have the conversation inside of you. So important, talking to yourself. So what's it gonna be, self? What's up with my life? You know, what's up with this room up here? When's the last time you were in your attic? When's the last time you cleaned out your closet? And you probably haven't. So then if you don't do any spring cleaning, then your house isn't clean, and then you don't know where you're at. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, where am I at in this life journey? That's all the decisions I made. And unless I get up on that boat in the morning and adjust my sails, I'm gonna kind of go float around. And soon, floating around the Pacific, you'll run out of food, you'll run out of water, and you'll run out of options. And then you'll start making desperate decisions like cannibalism and killing your friends and drinking bird blood. It's exactly what happened. We get ourselves into situations through our pride and our stubbornness. Me too. I was told, no, cancel the festival. I was like, fuck all that. You know, you guys are a bunch of quitters. Lo and behold, I should have. You know, I mean, who knows? Because it already happened. But literally, when's the last time you got to pay attention to some good advice? Or have you been doing it all with your gut instinct? Despite having the internet and possibly changing your outcomes and getting educated decisions, we're making gut decisions. Man, I just need money right now. You're like, well, shit, right now money could be dangerous money. That could cost you your freedom. They don't want to talk about it, but it's true. I've lost my freedom. You know, I didn't want to pay my registration. I think it'll just keep taking and insurance, they want to just keep taking money from people monthly, yearly, any chance they can. Ticky-tacky bullshit. And that's what I see it. Another revenue stream for the state. My car doesn't know it's 1 year old. I didn't know it 1 year's passed for my car. Why does my car have to have a birthday? And why does it have to always buy an expensive birthday present? I didn't get it. I didn't get why the systems that we've all paid for already don't keep up with the registration. They know what time it is. Shit, they can put a chip on every car, know where they're at all times, what's the make, model, and what kind of gas mileage it's getting. But no, they'd rather tax us. They'd rather catch you every year on your registration. They just pink slipped everybody in the fucking apartments, including my car, and they'll take something from you. We live in a society where it's like, you're not rich enough, we'll incarcerate you. Like, who fucking does that? Who does that where people that are trying above board that aren't committing crimes are now criminals? And that's what ended up happening to me. I got federally arrested off of a plane because my car, damn dude, classic fucking champion, because my car didn't have registration. I wanted to go for a hike. I actually did go for the hike. Fucking 3 waters later, I've picked up 7 water bottles today. I mean, I can't be the only one, and the guy in his truck not even working. Okay, gotcha. Anyway, so our state dollars are paying for this stuff. And we're like, yeah, incarcerate them all. We have no love for ourselves till it's our uncle, our brother, our dad, and then or your mom, your grandma. God forbid your grandma wants to drive and her registration license and all insurance is expired. And that's what we do. I watched somebody say, I was like, this is fucked up. This guy just pulled a 60-year-old woman out of her car because she was like, get away from me. And it's just a little routine traffic stoplights. You don't have your paperwork. And next thing you know, these people are pulling windows down and trying to drag people out of the car. And we forgot, because we didn't ask ourselves what's really important, maintaining public safety, protect and serve. They just serving. They're not out there protected. Who are you protecting by checking if I have my registration and insurance? No one did. And in that note, it got very hostile, like who's in control? And I'm in control, so I'm gonna steal your car and I'm gonna tow it. You're like, bro, I'm living in an apartment on my mom's couch. You're gonna steal my last asset just because it doesn't have the right paperwork? And everybody's like, Mark, you should get the right paperwork. Somebody sold me that car with a blown head gasket and it can't get registered. Now what? You're gonna steal my $5,000 equity because someone sold me a lemon? That's your responsibility. You're supposed to get checked out. I did get it checked out. I was when I bought it the first day and they told me about all this stuff. Screwed, bamboozled, things happen, but we don't do that to each other. That's not what we want. We want extreme accountability from the government's perspective of having everything. That's why it's Saints Anarchy, having all your paperwork as if you're not a citizen unless you got Z papers. Do you have Z papers? Do you have Z papers? And if you don't have papers, you cease to be a human. I was reading today that one of the IDs have to have a gold star on it to be a verified ID, otherwise you can't fly. We have so many restrictions and fees. This is land of the fees. And I'm the only one brave enough to talk about it, not the only one, that's just egotistical, but I'm one of the few people that get on platforms. Oh no, so they'll probably ban it. You have to follow a Saints Addiction. I thought, they can't break it and make money off me when I die if it's all the lives are on my website. So, it's one of those things to get it up, get paid for it, get it out there, more importantly, just get my life worth, right? I mean, if I die without my shirts or my words or the show, right, I'm still me. I still live the blessed life. I saw many a sunrise and many a sunset. I've done some really cool things. I personally spent my time just like you have. I spent it. Yeah. That's what's up. And that's what I'm saying to other people before we get home and roll the blunts and talk to others, is talking to ourselves. Where did I spend the time that I've already spent? It's a big question. my 20s in the clubs, my 30s at business, traveling the world. You know, we got to have a conversation that's real with ourselves. And then I dare you to self-examine. Get critiqued by your peers. Have your friends roast you, not roast you, but, you know, Shark Tank your ass and ask them all the dreams you said that they didn't come through with. They're pretty good tracks of you and your repeat behavior. And when you get a chance, talk with your friends and go, you know, take the shot. You know, I won't swing back. I promise. And a lot of people just can't wait to swing back and defend themselves, right? And ego and project and explain and rationalize, get you to rationalize their rationalizations. The only person you need to be rationalizing with is yourself. You need to rationalize why you're making your decisions that you are and see them for what they are. You know, are they true intention or are they feeling? Are you going by gut instinct or by education? And have you put in the work to get the outcome? That's our lives. That's the pearly gates of all. St. Peter, your boy Saint, has to come to the pearly gates and have that conversation with ourselves. Our consciousness, y'all. Force it. Max Force. So that's max force. I didn't want to blow on my own shoulders. But do you put max thought into what you're doing so you don't blow out your brains? That's what it comes down to. You know, we're got a chance to self-examine ourselves, to sit slow and low and say, hey, walk and talk, walk, park and spark, self-conversations, privacy, you know, say hey to ourselves and say, hey, is that what you really want? Do you not want your world to shine? Do you not want to see this world? You know, I think it's part of everyone's life. Maybe you're not going to be a worldwide traveler, but get out of your fucking state and at least get out of your fucking country. Get out of your life. That's part of it too. Get out of your head. Far long, we live up here and we're the only ones talking. We're the only ones listening. And if I didn't have this show, I'd be the only one talking, the only one listening. Simple as put. I hope you're going for a walk today and talking to yourself for at least an hour. So important. Just to get the blood flowing and my mind working with the juices inside of it. Because we're all born with like this amount of serotonin, this amount of dopamine. And some people will do drugs that'll secrete all of their dopamine. And some people will go for workouts and get some real endorphins. I mean, is that what you really want? Do you want to be healthy? Then go for a walk. You know, if you want to be healthy, put down the chips. Do yourself a favor next time you ask yourself, am I hungry or emotional? You know, I mean, this is your own filter to your filter. You know, everybody's got 18 filters on their phones, but give yourself a shot. I promise it's worth it. I mean, I'd love to sit here and say I'm a father and everything I ever wanted in my life came true. Pretty much everything in my life came true. Everything on that blue moon manifest, except for this abortion, was on point for me, you know? I grew up right here in Boulder City, walking around the city. I would love to see my brother, Jeremy, and hang out with him, you know? We grew up here and I don't even get to hang out with my own siblings. Is that what I want? No. How am I going to change that? I just keep talking to him, keep liking up his pages, keep building that bridge out, the bridge that I burnt. So it's on me to get the things that I want to get, just like it's on you to get what you want out of your life. And the moment we start doing that, I believe, is the moment that we're truly happy. And that's not what we really want. True happiness, and not some fake happy, not some fakeness, but earned happy. The one where you said, hey, you know, I'm gonna lose that 20 pounds, I'm gonna lose that 30 pounds. Thank you, Thanking my future self. Thank you. Thank you. Now the 30 pounds are off, I can pull my body up. Pretty simple. But wouldn't happen unless I make the decisions. And I'm not just pounding my chest. It's everyone's decisions. We can make better decisions. It's into our lives. And we can do it at any time that we want. So, I've taken up about an hour of your time if you watched all the way through. Hopefully you fast forward through parts if you don't like it. Hopefully you sat there and started asking yourself, man, let me put this cigarette down long enough to think, or maybe I don't need to get high for the rest of the day, or you're right, I'm going to turn this off and just go for a walk, or put it in my ear so I can walk and listen. However you get your form of motivation, go find it. We have to find it within ourselves. I get it. Sometimes when I'm not trying to waste time and I need a certain feeling off my phone, if it's not reaching for a friend or oxytocin or someone to talk to, it's education and reaching for new information. These guys like me, guys like them, we're learning and have learned ways to alleviate pain, without snake oil or CBDs, which work, by the way. But you could get your Kush lotions on, and you can smoke Kush, but to have Kush in your heart, a cushy heart, that's where it's at. We find out quickly that it didn't matter that we got the pay raise. It didn't matter if we made more money. It doesn't matter unless we're sharing it with someone. And that's the goal. Life goal is partnership. Business partnerships, friendships are partnerships, and romantic partnerships. We're looking for people to enjoy this amazing life with each other. And that's what I'm just talking about for people. The ability for us to get something out of our lives than just what we want, and that's what it is. Is that what you want? Is this just a want? What about what you need? You need to be happy. You need to be healthy, deserve this and that alone. Not, oh, well, my man better. And I didn't have the right teachers, or these things. The decisions are our own. The time is our own. That's the ultimate freedom, is the time. Now, most of us might have to have too many kids and work more of a job. At least you got your kids. You got to look at your own equation long enough to do the math. Say, oh shit, my denominator is not as big as my numerator. I didn't do the math right. Oh shit, I spent a lot of time in this sector of my life. If you're a business, people do that. Fourth quarter profits, what happened last year. You got to tell the world through the SEC how you business is doing. And even if you're doing horrible, you still got to report it. And unlike social media, where all we report is the touchdowns, in the real world, the business world, you can be fired. You will be fired, especially if you're not producing. And today I want you to produce for yourself. Produce enough time that's not on the phone, and say to yourself, hey self, hi, how's it going? Look, bro, I love you. And I know you love Taco Bell. But the last time you embarrassed yourself in front of your accountants because all of your receipts were Taco Bell showed a habit that needed to be broken. Now, you said you weren't going to go back to Taco Bell, Saint, but you have since broken that promise. I remember the first time I came back from Thailand, my buddy picked me up. We were in Denver, Colorado. Shout out to Ryan Constantino. We stopped talking, but I still love him. Fucking Scorpios. And he picked me up, and we got it tasted like dust. It was a Mexican pizza, and they don't even make those anymore. But a dusty Mexican motherfucking pizza. And that's what life was like. This expectation, but the reality is different. I don't think anybody has a storied life, Again, I said it the other day, Cristiano Ronaldo, I'd be his penis for 5 minutes. That would be awesome. But he just lost his son. And they bought him with twins. The girl survived, but the son didn't. The tragedy of it all. I'm sure he would give up every 100 goals, 1,000,000 goals to get his son. And I would too. So, our perspective is important. You know, our health is important, you know, and the way that we talk to ourselves and others, you know, will determine the outcome. So I keep saying it, you know, I keep preaching it, you know, trying to reach people. This a full hour with some sort of message, you know, like we got to pay attention to the days and make them count, not instead of sitting there counting them, go, it's just another day, just another day, just another day. Don't let them go away. You know, don't just walk over flowers, pick them up. That smells good. And I'm alive, my nose is working, I don't have COVID, I got my sense of smell. And as long as I can get that, that will be awesome. So go live your awesome lives, y'all. Make sure you're getting, damn, look at all this plastic. All this plastic, because people leave them inside of here. It's not cool. It's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Not cool. So yeah, that's what we do. Hey. And that's what we do. We have us in our minds, and we can keep the block high. You know, we can stay in our minds and just stay super obsessed and get no healing, just our only words in our heads and only information based off what other people think or their opinions or what they would choose for your adventure. But only you live your days. Only you live your time. Only you live your life. So your boy Marky Saint, live up at 95. We're gonna get this callers in. I told you 14 days of callers. Tomorrow I'll be speaking, or I want to speak, at the convention. G4 Live. He's got his convention. And watch the panelists, catch my breath, get some water, and let's call somebody. We're gonna call some people and say, hey, what's up? What's up? Let's get the talk on. Let's see what you want to talk about. I got Saints Addiction last time. I'm gonna do it on my personal. Make sure all my friends on my personal Instagram are following Saints Addiction. Keep the following going. Electrolytes. I just want some water there. All right, cool. Choices. I'm really thirsty. I really got to drink. What should I put in my mouth first? Water, dude. I can try to. You don't need no sodas, bruh. Like, no shit, bruh. I need no sodas, bruh. But we will roll this blunt, and we will get a caller. We're gonna talk about some life stuff with some other people that have done things that they wanted their whole life, but not got what they wanted. Big question: why are we not getting what we really, really, really want inside? And are we getting what we really, really want inside? Or are we just getting what we really, really want? And that's the question of the day. So let's get this, shall we? Welcome. The weed swag bags going. Saints Addiction going. Dreams going. That's right. We're gonna dream today. Let's get some people on the line, see what they say. See what you say. Say what you say. Long beats from LA. Serenade the beats from LA. Charging. Perfect. Let's do this again, shall we? An hour-long conversation with the homies. Like this water in me. Beleza. Actually, let me wash my hands. I was on the jungle gym. Because I rolled this blunt. Hold up. See? Welcome to live, y'all. Welcome to your life. Hopefully you are welcomed in it. That's what I always say. Welcome to your life. Making it happen. One day at a time. Let's see who's gonna call in today. I had some really cool callers. Jennifer, Jen. Not Jennifer, what am I saying? Her name is can see her face as she pops up. Jess. It's Jessica, not Jen. Jess has ordered a Weed Club shirt. So I can get that to her. And then some Kush lotion. I get that to her as well. Everybody's got something going on. So I got orders to fill. Today's one of them. Got shirt orders and people orders, and oh, it feels so good to have the water touching my skin. We don't do that enough. We just don't. Live in the moments enough. And I know I get overwhelmed too. And then I try to remind myself to be in a moment like this and get some Kush lube or lotion, and we can make our lives better. I kind of remind myself, preparatory talk, or like I said, get the information from somebody else. That's motivational. Get the information from somebody else that motivates me. The Kevin Samuels of the groups, the Mahatma Gandhis and the Martin Luther Kings. You can get the information from kings, even though the king is dead, and you're still here. So let's do it, shall we? Let's get it. Okay, let's get a viewer and see. Is that what you really want? Is that what you really want? Yeah, this is what I want, so I'm gonna go after and get it. Let's roll a blunt, shall we? Get my blunt wraps on, and we'll start a live. Let's do this, shall we? Oh, I forgot that they're doing all the lawns and stuff. I thought they were done, but maybe they aren't. Maybe I should send this show now if they're gonna keep doing that. We'll see. Let's do it. Sure, let me get it in here. Yes, baby. Boom, baby. Boom. Rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. Your host is with the mostest, Marky Saint. This is Saints Legit, and you are live on my YouTube channel. You are here while we smoke in the smoke place to be. Your boy Marky Saints doing it. Kush lotions. We out here getting it how we live and making it happen. And this morning we're going to take callers for the next 14 days or a couple days. We're going to have callers calling in. And this morning we're going to let people call in live for a good hour and talk about, is that what you really want? Do you feel like you get what you want? Do you feel like you put in the effort to get what you want? And to get what you want, you're going to really have to sacrifice something. A decision has to be made. And let's talk about people making good decisions. This morning, pretty easy morning, getting for the walk and getting a walk, talk, and get my dream on and preach, and teach to people. And also get the blunt wraps. I went through 9 blunt wraps. Jesus, Mark. Watching my addictions, watching my habits, and being honest with them, right? So how much do I smoke? Well, apparently 9 blunts in the last 2 days. So there we go. I love smoking, and I'll find a reason to get the things that I want, and that's what we're talking about this morning. Oh shit, there he is, 187, my baller. Good morning, brother. Welcome to the morning marijuana motivation. Today we're talking about people getting what they really, really, really want. Our true intentions, decisions that we made and said that we wanted, but things that we put energy behind and got ourselves into situations where like, how did I get here? Well, you said you wanted, XYZ. I'll take my homeboy for instance. Great father. You've got 5, 6 kids, and he's an amazing dad. He had 2 strokes in jail, so he can barely speak, drools on himself, still hustles, still alive, still strong. I'm really proud of my boy here because a lot of people, right, don't ever really live their lives. Well, this probably lived 2-3 lives. He's got a lot of lives to share. But in his life, you can ask him himself. He had the blonde bimbo, big boobs. I'm calling you out real quick, bro. To a girl that ended up stealing from him. And I think actually got him in jail, if I'm not mistaken. And that's what we do. Sure, it looked cool. So your girl's a stripper at Little Darling stealing your shit, right? And my homeboy knows we boys. It's all good when they're your hoe. And then it's no good when they are a hoe. And that's the decisions we make, right? We go from baby mamas, dramas, to stripper fiascos, and our decisions are always there in front of us, either laughing with us or laughing at us. And too long is a suck to get laughed at, but we're the only ones making the decisions. And then you go, what the fuck did I really want? What was I really want in life? Was I lonely? Did I just want some big old titties and sex? What's the cost for it? And then you'll know, because that's what life gives us. It gives us our receipt. Like, yo, this is how much you spent at the table of your life. This is it all adding up. And a lot of us are seeing that our time and our life aren't adding up. We don't like our receipt. We don't like what we have on us. And we had the opportunity to order it. So again, you know, Adrian, woo, ow, my boy, pro surfer here, bro. Don't mind this background noise. These guys are supposed to be done already. I built this shit. There he is. Joe, what's up, man? How are you, sir? Haven't seen you in a long time. This morning, we've been doing morning marijuana motivation time. You know, shout out to Sahara Wellness. Let me put the cap on so you can see it. Shout out to Sahara Wellness. We got some Chernobyl, 19%. We're gonna roll this blunt this morning. I've already been on YouTube live this morning. This next 2 weeks I've been going live, doing the show, having people call in. You're more than welcome to call in. And we're gonna talk about real life stuff in my show from here on out. We're gonna get a real broadcast studio. We're gonna have a green screen. There's gonna be some things. So, you know, it's all part of the plan, living the dream, being a part of life. And then I wanted to share with people mental wealth and health. So, you know, we're going to start talking about some deep topics. This subject this morning is times that we do. Is that what you want? Is what the title is. Is that what you really want out of life? And how many times have we done things away from the things that we really want, but we made the decision, so we got what we wanted, right? You know, we got that beer, but we also got the DUI. You know what I mean? We got the girl, but we also got the craziness. And how many times have we made decisions regretting it only because it didn't have the outcome at the end? You know, would you make the decision 9 times out of 10? You probably would if the outcome was what you wanted it to be instead of what it ended up being. And that's a big difference that we have in our lives. We end up making decisions and we only regret the ones that didn't work out, right? I mean, but you're not going to make only all good decisions. So it's like, who's really running your ship in your head? You know, am I setting myself up for my habits and things that I only want on a superficial level, or am I setting myself up for glory, for things that I want in the future? You know, like I you know, you can say that you want a business, but how many of us are doing the work to want the business? And that was the question of yesterday. It's like, don't wish work. A lot of us will say we want something, but we won't do anything for the action to get it, and then we're surprised of the results that we got. So it's like, no shocker, and no one to blame here, but to take accountability and say, hey, I want to make good decisions from here on out. Not, oh man, those are gone. That water, like my friend Adrian famously said, this water you see in the stream, it's gone. You will never see this water again. It is gone. Oh, and by the way, join Weed Club, y'all. Get yourself a Weed Club card. These are great for scraping the weed when you need it. I mean, this is one of my favorite things. Source and smoke safely, y'all. Make sure you guys get your Weed Club cards. Fucking amazing. We're already worldwide, or at least nationwide. We got to Atlanta yesterday, so we got 2 new Weed Club members all the way in hot Atlanta, y'all. You get a weed swag bag, you get a weed on shirts, and you get a card, $42. Holler at Joy Saint. It's all love. So yeah, man, I mean, when we're in this life, and we are in this life to get something awesome out of it, I highly suggest sitting there and saying what that awesome would be. You know, you got to define your own awesome. And only then, sort of like a business plan, will you be able to see real decisions being made and real accuracy to our things. It's almost like nobody wants to do their taxes, but it makes us accountable. It's literally accounting for the whole year. Coda's in this bitch. Leong's in this bitch. What's up, boys? Welcome to the Morning Marijuana Motivation. Yes, sir. Leong is one of my old students. I think he's from China. Shenzhen, China, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he's still living in America, but that's cool. Coda's been texting me. Love it. You know, he's one of my few friends that actually texts. Everybody else is just off and doing their own motherfucking thing, and then they forget that you ever were friends. I hope Texas is treating you well, sir. But today we're talking about, and in case anybody wants to call in, I'll get away from this sound because they're obviously blowing outside the window. I'm about to blow outside the window too. And ask yourself, what are some of the decisions that you truly made, something that you think you truly wanted, and now because the decision came, hold up, these guys are trying to be right by my door, and you didn't get the results that you wanted, right? Was that your real decision? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we getting what we really, really want? So, you know, you can't always get what you want, right? But you're in control of your decisions, and then the outcomes don't come to the way that we want them to. How do we make better decisions? And that was just the whole conversation, that we all to find a strategy for making better decisions. Is it a need or a want? You know, man, I want some big old titties. Is it a need? No, it's not a need. And that's what we ask ourselves. We start making decisions off of needs and wants, and then we're shocked at it. You're like, well, you got your titties, but you didn't get your loyalty. You're like, well, that's what I really wanted. And you're like, shit, I made a decision on something that I thought I really wanted. And then when the results came back, I realized that I was only getting what I needed, or what I wanted, instead of what I needed. And that's what I'm asking people to do, is make better decisions today and every day, and ask yourself, who's showing up? Are you talking as yourself, or is it your avatar? Is it your addictive side? Is it your saint's addiction? Or is it your holy side? Is your Martin Luther showing up? Or is your Lucifer showing up? And that's what's really happening. You know, we only got ourselves to blame. You know, who's been smoking all your weed? Who's been fucking your girl? How did you choose your girl? Oh shit, this is all me. I look around and all I see is decisions. My decisions. Well, let's examine those decisions, shall we? Self-examination is really hard to do, you know, and usually we don't do that till there's some results. Like me, I don't want to do taxes. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do the taxes till I need to have the results. Like till the business is asking for it, I don't want to do it, and therefore they don't get done. And that's a decision, you know. And we'll do that. I don't want to go for a workout, and then it becomes a decision. It becomes a lifestyle. And smoke with me here. Bless up, everybody. I hope you're having a blessed day. But Coda, do you have the balls to get live on here with me and talk about some decisions that you made, and wish you had been not under the ether, or under an addiction, or under the influence, to say, hey man, here's the regret of it, and here's the guy that showed up, and the reason he showed up this way is because of monkey tail. Your monkey tail. Get your monkey tail. It's my second commercial this morning for the show for the monkey tail. I showed everybody at 7-Eleven. I'm like, yeah, you'll never lose your lighter again. But I'm serious. Does anybody have the balls to talk about it? He said, what's good, bro? That's cool. Leon, you didn't get in. Adrian, maybe. Who's still here? Somebody might have the balls to call in and talk about their decision-making process. I'll start, you know, the catch-22 on this is that no one knows the end result. No one has a crystal ball. No one's going to just say, hey, this happened for such and such a reason. It's not going to end up like that. In fact, it's going to be a process. This is a slow process that we have to wait to see what everybody else's cards are in the game of life before we fold them or grow them. You know, when to fold them, know when to hold them. And that fold and hold scenario, right? I mean, we need to make a hold over fold, but our decisions, right, are the consequences, so they become the fundamental part of the equation. You put a lot of effort into making your life what it is, but not so much into the decisions between them. The decision goes to go to work gets made because you want to eat, right? This decision gets made for you because your body needs calories. There are certain decisions that are going to be kind of out of our control, like your desire to want to procreate, your hormones making you grow, your hormones making your body do all sorts of weird things. These are outside of our controls and hemispheres. And then all of a sudden we get enabled. right? We get enabled to use these forces. We hold these truths to be self-evident. Our forces, our body, our decisions. And as we start making decisions on this newfound body, right, we realize that the consequences happen to us. Like if we hurt ourselves, if we're a kid, we fall, break a leg, break an arm. I broke my wrist on the skateboard. I'm the one that was bleeding. I'm the one that felt the pain, right? Like, I mean, we realize that it becomes directly attributable to us. This is our new sphere of influence. Now, all of a sudden, what we do inside this sphere starts bubbling on other people. We start bumping into other people. You call it crash, pop, bubble, whatever. Our spheres start impacting others. And that's why I kept saying communication is so key, because you're going to touch someone else's sphere and it's going to influence yours. So we don't become just isolated, we become influencers. And we're under the influence, right? Most people think that's alcohol immediately, but under the influence of our feelings, we're under the influence of stimulus and habits. So that's what you're looking at when you see a human. You're seeing all their old habits showing up. What's really interesting is that we'll get shocked at the results of the decisions that we make. So it's much like gambling, where we're yes, or fucking throwing away the paper like this was worthless, like this fucking sucks, you know. This is life dichotomy. Your horse isn't gonna always win. You're not gonna always make the best decisions. You're gonna have to be used to making mistakes and errors and keep trying. What a weird little concept. Yet we still participate. Why? Because there's so many other joys in life that we're not counting. You know, the ability to see, smell, breathe, live, just life in general. Otherwise, we'd be a rock. A speck of dust and gas rolling in the atmosphere, just rotating, doing nothing. And that's the person that's most of us are doing, just rotating, doing nothing. And what I'm offering is to dream. What I'm offering is the ability to stop making decisions like that. Stop just playing the cards as you get them, but start reading your opponents. Start counting cards. Start doing your research. Level up. This is a new level up. This is the motivation right now, is for us to adapt, right? There's going to be new information. Where are you getting your new source of information from? How are you processing this? And most people are just like, I feel a certain type of way. That's not a real self-examination. That's not really asking what you really want. And that's what life is asking us. You know, how are you going to live these breaths in your lungs? Why are we giving you free oxygen? And you're like, my price to pay on this planet is, one, the plastic pocket challenge. But two, is to give back to what's been given to me. What a job. You know, I've been given a lot, so I owe a lot. You know, it's not I need to make a lot. It's not that I need to earn a lot or have a lot of money. This is a fallacy. I need to leave healthy. My money won't save my heart. Facts. It's not saved to one person, not once in the hospital. Money ain't gonna buy your way out. It's not like you can cut a check with the devil and he's gonna walk away. No, the Grim Reaper has his hands out and he wants his soul. Before you give him your soul, make sure you live, because you gotta give it away, you know. But not all of us live, and that's the huge thing. And some of us live like we're never gonna die, and some of us live like we're always gonna die. It's a really weird life, you know. But the in between the born and the death, there's an opportunity for us to direct our lives and make decisions, live with them, and like that, make your bed and sleep in it. I hope you're making your bed. I hope when you get out of it next time, you come up with a different strategy to sleep. I hope you come up with ways to dream and be the person that you want to be. This is a very difficult thing to do. Most people, when they're doing this, they're like, they don't want to process this. They don't want to do the hard work. They just want to exist. And to exist more is going to have a life of examination. I don't mean to be Socrates right now, but we have to live our lives under examination. There's the only thing that we're going to measure is our Fitbits and what was our heart rate and how much calories we ate that one day. And there's the only trackability of it. So to us to have self-examination, for us to get some sort of change, because you want to be the change you want to wear, but they don't teach you how to be it, there is going to have to be a decision made inside yourself of what you want. And then you can't be shocked at the results. It's almost the same as being a college student and sitting there with, I don't know, I'm 17, 18, 19. It's a good part about college. That's what I keep telling people about. It's like now we're going to start talking about plans. We're going to talk about plans, long term plans, plans that have to affect you in 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 3 years from now, much like a business plan. I mean, I'm an entrepreneur, and you might not get a chance to be an entrepreneur. You might still have a steady gig and make your steady money, but you can still have a 3, 5 year, 10 year plan. I'm sure when you bought your car, you try to figure out how you're going to make the if you could do the job for that long, right? This is a 5 year loan. Okay, well, now I got to make a plan. That's a plan. People take on loans and car loans and home loans and life loans, and they have no plan to it. And it's an effective thing. And to work the plan, you're going to ask yourself, what do you want? You can put a goal out there. That's the plan. To get that goal, that's what I want. And then they miss the part of what are you going to do to get it? What are you going to do in your hearts of hearts to plan to get it? And a lot of people, oh, I plan on losing the weight. You're at your youngest right now, and you still haven't lost the weight. I can't talk about losing my weight till I've lost it. I have to do the work, and I had to start way back when to get the loss now. And we don't want to do that. So I'm saying make the decision now. Make the decision now so you have the results later. And this is a really tough concept for most people, but I'm being real with you. It's like it's such a interactive sport life is that we are really not so much by the winds and weather. I could blame my festival on winds and weather, but it's also our decisions, the people we are doing business with. How many times have you opened your circle to new friends? How many times have you moved to new places? Let me see, is this my friend? Coda's on it. Coda got the balls to leave Las Vegas. You know how many people are stuck in Las Vegas, still doing blow, still with the same destructive friends. So they got no money, but they find a way to be at every festival and gas, and somehow, no jobs, but they make it. I mean, I've seen the critters scurry around Vegas. I've seen life, yes sir, thank you. And it's like, how are you gonna call me asking for $20 when you were doing blow with me on Saturday, and you're gonna ask me for $20 on Monday? This is the life that we live. This is that extreme lifestyle. Everybody thinks it's Vegas, it's Las Vegas. Oh my God, it's gonna be awesome. And it's like, this is my Tuesday, bro. Like, I gotta mow the lawn sometimes. I gotta take care and again do the spring cleaning inside of our heads. It's almost summertime now. This is springtime, time to do some spring cleaning. You either take the dirty areas and refurbish them. You just take a day and say, these are the things I need to get done. That's a decision. That would be a creative decision. You say, I made this decision, I stuck by it. If you want to see super focus, if you want to see laser focus, there's a meme going around right now with your boy Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant does that. He said, I made a contract to myself. He starts looking at the interviewer like he's a blow a hole through him, and that's what I'm going to do. Not many people give themselves discipline. Give themselves discipline. They don't want it from an outsider. No, I don't want to hear from a police officer. So to give myself discipline and say, yo, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do this show. I'm gonna make my own clothing. I'm gonna learn Photoshop. Done dealy. I'm gonna start Weed Club. Done dealy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna start a magazine. Done dealy. Like, this is me. And sometimes when I look at the accomplishments, it's kind of out of body, but I'm grateful I made these decisions early. I'm grateful that I did start printing an hour. Now I get consistent business. Everybody talks about residual income, but they don't want the slow drip. They want to get the guaranteed payday on like the NFL. Like, they want the packages, and they don't even realize even those dudes blow out their knees. Even Kobe blew out his fucking Achilles. So you can be the best in the world at things, but I would highly suggest be the best in the world at communicating, not only with other people, which was about last week, but with yourself. That's the unlocking thing, because then you won't be so on autopilot and looking back like, why did I do what I did? How did that all happen? Oh my God. And you're like, it's easy when you're at the top of the mountain, look down, okay, I had to belay and get around that river and get over that rock. Yeah, you're going to have some obstacle courses, but to get a direction, do you know who's the dude that climbed it without rope? That's scary. There's somebody that climbed the face in Yosemite, that bald face, I forget the name of it. Guy's fucking amazing. I'm not gonna call him a nutter. I think he's Anthony Antonio. Anyway, what that dude did was plan.
Like, I mean, everybody wants to see the time he climbs without the ropes, but nobody wants to talk about how long they spent climbing it. They like actually had to plan this and go, okay, there's this section and it's really smooth and there's no grips and it's like really hard and it's like to your death if you don't make it, really hard to do type shit. Um, that's what we got to get to is go, okay, here's these really hard parts of our lives that we know we're going to need some planning. And we don't plan at all. We don't even do research, dude. Like one of my favorite things that Camden Samuels has been saying is, did you interview your exes? You'll get all buttoned up for an interview to go get a job and somebody else be your boss. Like you'll look your best so you can get some money. But will you go back into the dirt and go into the landfills and see what have people been throwing away? Man, they got people in India getting the fucking gold dust. They're in the fucking crust of they're on their hands and knees, literally squatting to dust off the gold off the streets so maybe they can get a little bit of money. I mean, they're in the sewer getting this out. That's nasty. I'm not doing that. I live my posh life in America where I drive around in expensive cars and my friends have expensive cars and everybody seems to have gas and credit cards in abundance and multiple meals. And if the taco gets missed, it gets thrown at me. Like this is the world that we live in. You know, this is the decisions being made, and in my comfort, I also get killed. Right. So now the food that they give me is laden with what's the stuff called preservatives. And one of the things that I lose weight the most when I go over in Brazil and other places, nobody ain't trying to help you plan either. That was the thing. So the guys asking those questions of did you interview your exes? Like, yo, uh, not what did I do wrong? That would probably be inaudible or how did we go wrong? We might personalize it, but he would say, what was it like dating me? What were you like at your old job? Why did you get fired by your old boss? It's easy to ask these questions in corporate settings and you need a job, but in life, it's like, shit, I never asked them that. I never asked them that. What was it like dating me? Now that it's all over, you know, what's GMO? Oh, GMO foods. Yeah. Oh, that too. So I'm in Brazil and it just floods off me, dude. Fresh mangoes, fresh cashews, just this is all the stuff that eat fresh coconuts. It's almost the CCMs of the group. Excuse me, but it's there. It's there for us, but we'll stay safe. We'll stay in America. We'll be the only greatest country ever, and there will be no changes. But all I see is changes. Is the changes after the decision, and that's what I see. I see things that can. I said I was going to do something, and I mean to do it. I'm putting myself on task. I'm putting the discipline and the accountability on me. And it's also my life test. You inside here, right? In this brain, you holding this body, holding this blood. What if I said stop smoking these blunt wraps, Saint? You'd be like, well, fuck you. Your brain goes back, I love my blunts, I love the way it works, da 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 da. So that's your decision. Okay? What if you die early of a heart attack? That's what I'm saying. I can't wait to interview these doctors and see people and the decision makings that they make. You know, it's already too late, and they're gonna be begging ass. They don't care what the cost is. It's just fix me. We have the opportunity to fix ourselves now. In the decisions that I make, I can stop smoking these blunt wraps. I can start smoking bowls. I can start smoking bowls. I really don't like glass pieces. There's my brain. You know, I just don't. You know, and then I'm stuck in my decision. I'm stuck in my ways, and I've convinced myself, and therefore I went through three packs. That's 9 different blunts. I've been smoking these things like cigarettes, and I smoking all my weed. Thanks for watching, Coda. I appreciate it. That's what we do. We're a dichotomy, a walking dichotomy, and that's what I wanted people to do is kind of um, orient themselves. Right? Only you are making your decisions. Only you get the repercussions. So why not orient ourselves? And I'm not just talking about going to school and getting a job and doing right by people, but orienting ourselves inside of our minds. That's why I like getting my piece together, organizing our souls and and our bodies. That would be so nice. I mean, think about that. Think about a soul that is comfortable with their life and their body and at harmony with things. You know, that's what I was hearing from other people was harmony was a really good thing. my friends have been practicing this anger management thing with me, said, the response rates from even a cashier, when you're being grumpy, and when you're saying such salty to people, but are you adjusting? Get what I'm saying? Like, have you adjusted your sales and watched the outcome spin on the end? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just went, do I want to be an ambassador of change? Do I want to be an ambassador of positivity? Do I want to be the change in someone's day? Do I want to be the change? Or am I a grumpy fucker that didn't get laid, didn't eat, and now I'm fucking taking it out on people? I'm frustrated in traffic. I'm getting my heart rate up. I'm dying of an early heart attack. Geriatric pregnancies. I'm waiting to the last minute. I want to be a career woman. Now I want to be a mom. These decisions affect us. It's affecting our society. And I was talking about earlier today, and your boy Elon Musk was talking about it, like Japan may cease to exist. They're an amazing civilization. Even I want them to live. Let me go sleep with a Japanese girl. Let's go have some babies. Let's keep it alive. Let's keep life alive. And it seems to be one of our hardest decisions as we vote right now for the abortion rights and get undoing Roe versus Wade. It's on everyone's tongue. And we know the task that needs to be done, but we'd much rather do sushis and socks than have babies and partners. And that's what ends up happening. I know I love my sushi lunches. I know I love my sushi meals. I love my freedom. I'm willing to sacrifice my freedom to get my dream. And that's, I think, the discipline of it. Nobody's going to turn off the TV for you. You're going to have to discipline yourselves. I discipline myself to do this show for the next 14 days. Tomorrow we're going to get to go live. I told you I wanted to be a speaking panelist, but if you get on Saints Addiction, you'll get to see all the panelists that I followed on LinkedIn from G4 Summit and hear them speak. And hopefully me speak. Hopefully I can sneak on stage, get that mic'd out. But that's my goal. I'm challenging myself to become a motivational speaker. I'm challenging myself to do a new file format in this show. I don't know what everyone's doing when they're at home, but this is my morning walk and smoke routine. I've been doing the show for almost 10 years now. And I decided only now, to start reaching on other people's podcasts like the Adam Dunn Show. When she's doing amazing out of Denver. He went all the way around the world for everyone's 420 in Africa, 420 in London, all of it. So all of us have the opportunity to reach something, preach something to someone else. That's why I always say share these shows, reach, preach, and teach, man. They always say start a YouTube channel. And I watched the Kevin Samuels channel, and people were like, this show's a lot like your show. And this dude just died, I think 52, 55 years old. I'm like, I got 10, 15 years left. I'm on a countdown. Give yourself some discipline. Like, you have no more time. It's not like you talk to 10 years olds this way, because they got plenty of time. But no one sits with 20-year-olds and go, you're running out of time. They still think you got plenty of time. Then it starts knocking at 30, and then they're like, holy shit, I might need to get focused. Now you'll be at 40, and your boys are already like, what did I do with my time? Like, that's all we got is this commodity that people are willing to give us cash for. But our lifestyles, like, what are we willing to live our lives for? I left Vegas and starting this business made me responsible. I have the accountability on myself. Changing, keeping your person accountable really is amazing. That's some high level shit, bro. That's some high level shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some G-Bunk shit right there. You are doing it, putting yourself in a position to make yourself accountable. Most people avoid those situations. That's what I love about Coda is like, he's got a big old Tonka truck and a big old heart, and he's a big guy. Everything in his life is big. Big house, big truck, big, a lot of friends, right? But they don't give back to him big. He has to go to Texas, the biggest state, to get it done big. Start his own business, make it big. You know what I mean? And howdy. And we're going to get him some howdy shirts too. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do. We get ourselves in situations or out of situations where we need to follow through. That's what most people do. They think that by skipping out on other people that they're getting over on people. There's a little cognitive dissonance there where we tell ourselves one thing and act a certain way, and we think no one else knows. You do wise to watch Cognitive Dissonance, 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 because we We disassociate ourselves. We don't see the man in the mirror. Like I get to watch the show often and kind of get a reflection, but I'm in my own eyeballs. Like you're in your own eyeballs. You get this one perspective, but the inner perspective to say, oh shit, here's my motivation. Here's my motive operandi. This is how I operate. And that's really where Saints Addiction came from. I literally said, dude, you are chasing blow and hose with this amazing amount of Herculean effort. It's almost like you're going for state championship again, wrestling. And it's like, when I want a state championship, I'm giving really good effort. I'm not smoking weed. I'm healthy. I'm working out. Very obsessed about it. And I'm like, that's me. You're obsessive. Why not use your compulsions, your addictions, to motivate you? Is that what you really, really want? Why are you putting that kind of really want energy into it? And it was like a real decision. And I heard your boy LL Cool J say he made a decision to always do his best. That's a big decision, to always do your best and always eat right and always work out and always talk to people nice. I'm still working on it. I'm not a complete saint. Still mostly saints. We're gonna have to get some halo and horn what do you call that stuff, inventory coming out soon. So yeah, everyone's got a halo and horns. Everybody has the ability to choose which one they're gonna be, which one they're gonna feed, and which one shows up. And that's all I'm saying. I'm putting it on you, right between your eyes, boom, right between your eyes. Who's ever watching the show, the accountability is real. And I go, is that what you really want? And we're getting what we really want. We're getting our independence. We're getting our connections. We're supposed to be so connected. I miss you, Coda, by the way. It's truth. Thank you, bro. Yeah, dude. You know, I've been doing the morning marijuana motivation for a long time, and it does my heart good to go down the street and my random friend, I don't, he's like almost like a mute artist, goes, morning motivation. I was like, what? You watch the show? Yeah, okay. And everyone that I've heard from has always said, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Random strangers, Drew Canuso, thank you for being positive about it. Um, what's his name? She's married to him. Kimberly's married to, what's his face with the goatee? Tony? No. Anyway, I'm high. I haven't seen him. Maybe because we've been on Facebook in a long time. But homeboy, damn, I can see his face. I must be stoned. So anyway, let's do my blunt. But his face, he said, keep doing the show. And I can choose, right, at any time to stop doing the show. You know, I could get embarrassed. I could, no one's watching. All sorts of destructive thoughts, right? And then I'm doing this thing, and next thing I know, I'm on Good Morning America smoking weed. Right here on my mom's porch. This thing launched the 420 for 702 magazine. This fucking magic porch got me on Good Morning America. We got the vote, you know. Now we can smoke weed. All of us can smoke weed legally in Nevada. Things can transpire from out of nothing. I've seen it happen multiple times. I still have hope. You think we all have to find some kind of hope, and then I want you to work your hope, dude. Like, get in that thing and say, okay, that's a leap. You know, you got to leap towards the hope. You got to find that path. I always say, when you get to Indiana Jones, when he does that path and he can't see it, You got to have a faith, a leap of faith, and a trust in yourself that you just did, that you can go to another state, that you can start your own business, find new friends, find new life, make more connections, be your network. You know, I never thought in a million years that I would have friends all over the world, and there's so many couches that I want to crash on. I just keep talking. Shout out to my boy Benny Mac. I'm telling you, follow Benny Mac. He's a world-renowned videographer. He gets paid to go to Colombia where they do the dirt bikes, and he's in the Amazon fucking filming this shit. He just filmed himself in his car through the mountains with his own drone. Like, the shots are unreal. The lives that people live is unreal. This world is unreal, and to make it real, you got to really go. And I mean boldly go, where, you know, past Star Wars or past Star Trek, discipline. You know, like, stop watching those shows. Make your own reality show, right? Like, George Lucas is rich enough, I promise you. He's already got, what's he call it, ranch. We got 15 minutes. He's already got Skywalker Ranch. But us, ourselves as people. You sure you don't want to call in, Coda? I've been trying to get callers so I can invite you in. See if Coda wants to get in here. See if he wants to drop any knowledge to people and say, is he in it? To say anything about making better decisions so we can all heal. That's what the show's about. It's about healing, getting over ourselves, getting over our addictions, and finding a way to get real healing from each other. And yes!
What's up, bro?
Yes! Boom, baby, boom! This guy, he got in on it. Yes, bless, bro. Tell me I'm not
What's going
spitting.
on, bro?
Tell me I'm not spitting some truth this morning.
Oh, you are. I've just been listening. I've been enjoying the day here.
Nice.
I got nothing but views.
Yes, yes. You got a big old lot of land, didn't you? Didn't you?
I just got an acre.
Just an acre.
I got this. Yeah, bro.
You gonna show off this truck? You gonna show off this
You want me
truck? Yeah, want to? And show off the yard. It is Tonka. It's Tonka tough.
I got this personal plant.
Ah, he's got to put it under the real plate. That's fucking dope. We gotta get you some howdy shirts, man. I don't like.
These things what takes the cake.
That's it, huh? And you got your own personal vinyl with the drippy look and everything. So you're passing code, but you're still being a renegade. I love it. I see it because I do vinyls and I've never seen drippy vinyl, and you're like, you did it the way you wanted to.
Fuck yeah, bro. It's hard work, but you know what? But not being on coke all the time and chasing shit has really just fucking helped me focus.
Dude, I had to go to Thailand the first time to get away from cocaine.
Dude, that's a long way.
Well, everyone I knew in Vegas was on it, so it becomes customary. It becomes a pattern. So it's like, shit, is everyone I know on it? And like, yeah, my best friend's got a key to the house. He can just go right into the room. There's a plate. I trust him. And then I'll meet him up later. And
That's how it always was, but, parties just be parties, and we would dump like fucking a whole half ounce on a plate and just have fun.
well, let's talk about the truth though. But the truth of that decision is that my best friend is an actual addict, and he got into heroin and then started living on the east side and then became homeless, and then I couldn't recognize him. He started stealing from all of us and lying to all of us, and I saw addiction hit home right in my face. Lost my fellow soldier, my old coke buddy. Yeah, so like literally, you'll love this story. Literally, as we came, before I left the country for the first time, I left all the stuff in the back seat. Like, I don't know what the hell I was on, coke. And I went to go get money out of the casino, the South Point. And apparently they recognized me and said, hey, your buddy's all fucked up. My buddy had to go get me. I left my car running with all my bags. Yeah, not even in valet. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, top down, wheel spinning. I had rented a car because I just sold my car. So it's like my last car. I got a nice little rental car, like a Dodge Charger or something. Like, got a ticket, threw it out. We went to go get blow. I was on blow the last, bro, to leaving this country. I was like, I woke up at like 4 a.m. still on a buzz. My buddy was coked out, fell asleep, and I had to go catch a plane to South Korea.
Fuck. No. I don't know. Something changed. I looked at it and it was like, you know what? It's not the same. I don't know what's wrong. Don't know what made the difference, but I think it was just realizing that no matter how much I did, no matter how many people I had around me doing it, it just didn't change the things that I wanted to change.
Couldn't get that level of happy.
No.
It's really true. It's really true, man. I'm talking like hot chicks in the hot tub. You saw we were here last time. My ex was jealous of all that. And I was like, that's our normal. We weren't even on nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? And on some normal shit. And but it doesn't matter how many ooh, that's not a pond, that's a lake.
I found out I have big mouth bass in there.
That's a good thing to find. Another free thing that makes me happy is fishing. It's a free thing.
I was so excited.
You sound so excited. Did you break
And
dance?
then I found one friend up here when
Okay.
I first moved down here, and he had been previously addicted to meth,
Oh no.
and now he has his own family, and he's getting all his kids back, and he's out here working hard,
Teamwork.
and we birds of a feather out here,
Dude,
basically.
you got the whole concept I have for Brazil. That's what we do in building the bungalows together. You know, it's reprieve for all the addicts to go out and again get on the cashews and the mangoes, and then everyone can go be. Now you can't find the junk. You don't know nobody. Nobody speaks the language. Like all you guys, the
I'm
ocean,
so out of
the-
sorts.
right? The ocean, your bungalow. The ocean, your bungalow, and fresh fruit, bro, and masturbation. That's what
I
you
can't-
get. It's hopefully a
I
girl.
can't see you, bud. I can go back to Vegas and I wouldn't know how to ask anything. I've been off of that for so long now. It feels good.
It's real happy, right?
Yeah, man. I found an actual peace and happiness that I haven't seen in a long time since I was fucking young,
Damn.
you know.
And that's mental health. That's mental health right there. You know, that's growth because you're like, how many years between young and now did it take to find real happy?
Well, fucking, was it 15 years, 16?
And we ask ourselves the decisions we make and what the time got spent on. That's what ends up happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that money, all that time
Well,
that I
that's
spent.
That's so weird. It could have gone to mental health. It could have gone to a psychologist. It could have gone to healthier eating. It could have gone, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's so weird that we're self-medicating on the worst drugs, meth and coke, over here trying to fix topics when it's fishing and sunshine.
It's just a little sunshine, fishing, and then, you know, holding myself accountable to get started with this business is really just really motivating. Not to be crazy.
You got to put the 8 in
But
it.
it's
You got to put the motivation in it. Did you get
So
motivated?
here's the third foot trailer.
Oh, shit. The truck pulls that thing?
Yeah, but this thing goes right down into the bed. Marks are here.
How long have you been having this dream?
Huh?
How long have you been having this dream?
Since I got here, bud.
No, before you left Vegas?
I had a dream of getting a good job down here, but when I realized I had to drive like an hour or so to get a good job or be away for 2 weeks at a time, I says, why not just get paid while I drive?
Jeez.
So I focused my energy on that, and I've been tangling with the government and laws and trying to figure out
Can a dreamer
how to get
dream?
folk,
Damn. Can a dreamer dream?
you know.
It's hard enough to get the truck. It's hard enough to get the trailer.
Oh yeah, but you know the government's got to tell you it's okay to make money. So it is commerce for the economy, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And then on top of that, I realized I want to do good for my town that I'm next to. You know, I want to pump money into the town.
There you go.
So it's like I live next to a population of 700 people.
Yeah, but you went from a taker to a giver. Now you're a part of a community.
I want to bring it back. You know, I want to bring riches to the community I live next to.
That's what just happened, bro. We talked about it. The guy says there's like these soft networks that we have. We call it a network, like your friends list on Facebook. And then when you get a real community, when people depend on you, you can count on them. You know, I got a friend with a truck and a trailer. I got a friend that does roofs. I got a friend that can fix your. Try that. Try putting that out in Facebook world. Hey, I need a truck and trailer. Crickets. Now your neighbor knows you got it. Like, you know, you're to land of 600 people. You are in the community. You're Tonka tough guy. You're that guy.
Oh yeah, man. Everybody knows me now.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the fucking truck.
Man, you're that guy.
I tell you what, I
Howdy.
pull up and they're like, "Oh, so you're the one driving that thing?"
Howdy.
They're like, "I go past your place and see this big ass truck all the time."
Yes, blessed. Yes, blessed, bro. We need to bless you with some shirts. We need to get you the howdy shirts because people are going to ask you hopping out of the truck. Just a howdy. But are you going to put the Tonka tough on the back and the phone number, or what are we doing? Like a website?
Here it is.
Bam! Everybody screenshot it. Let me get a screenshot. My screenshot. That is amazing. Entrepreneurship. You know, we'll throw a baby shower, but we won't throw a business shower. You know.
I know, right? That would be amazing.
Well, I'm
I would
here's
love
your
to
business
do
shower
something
right
like
now.
that.
Tonka tough, man. Congratulations. I thought you were spinning it in your head in Vegas, and I didn't know that this was even in your realm.
I didn't think so either, but when I got down here, I realized. I mean, I have the skill to drive truck and trailer. Always have. I mean, I can throw a Ford trailer through a narrow neighborhood in Dallas. I mean, it doesn't bother me to do all that. But I found out a nap, and there's a. Well, I guess what I could say to other people is when you get caught, you got to find that need of the community or that need of your area that is highly sought after or needed per se to have that there and just go for it. There is nothing in this world that you're going to know for sure.
But it's worth trying.
There's no definitive line saying this is the route to make you money and to make you happy at the same time.
Right.
But if you just go for it and you feel free doing it, I say if it makes you happy, just go for it. Makes you smile, do it. You know, what's it going to cost you? What has everything else going to cost you doing?
Oh yeah, there's a price. There's a price for the prize, but not everybody wants to pay the price.
Oh, I know. With this business, I've made sacrifices. For being in Vegas, being out of Vegas and doing drugs, I sold my shit to get more drugs, right?
Yeah.
Well, here I've had to sacrifice my shit to get further ahead.
Buy more business.
Selling my stuff to get more of the business going.
Put it into the business instead of a baggie or up your nose or to a drug dealer. Damn. Damn, dude.
I would never tell her, bro.
Damn, bro. See? But a lot of people want these dreams, so they don't want to sacrifice it, or they'll sacrifice their health, and then now you're sitting here giving me real smiles. I get to see you in the sunlight. I haven't got to see you or talk to you. You kind of just texted me the other day, which is nice of you for reaching out. I don't think you even were watching the show. You just reached out, huh?
Yeah.
Tonka tough. Shout out, bro. What'd you say?
I said I missed you.
Oh. Not on film. No, man, you're
real sacrifice.
Great friendship, man.
When I moved out here, I mean, when I gave up everything,
Yeah.
that was a true sacrifice.
Yeah, but your real friends will sacrifice time to come see you too. So, I mean, it's one thing to be here in Vegas where they're just coming to get their ups off. I don't know necessarily if they're coming to see you, but I definitely want to come see you. I definitely want to go fishing in that pond. And, dude.
I would love that.
I'll just come hang out, man. I'm free.
Fish all day.
Yeah, dude. We'll do another 2 hours live on YouTube. For all those that didn't get a watch at this one, I just did the whole walk this morning. It's been 2 hours live. I promise for the next 14 days to have a caller call in and share their knowledge with people and open up the platform with other people so they can all get the message.
Well, they need it. I tell you, it took me a long time to figure out that I wasn't happy. you don't sometimes realize that you're not when you're doing all that.
Yeah, and that's Saints Addiction right there, dude. So thanks for everybody watching here on YouTube. I'll stay live with you here, but you guys can get it. They can follow. If they follow on Saints Addiction, we'll go live and get more callers. You could be the next caller. Tonka Tough called in. Almost called it Tonka Truck again. Peace of love. And as always, Chikatan. That means goodbye, but not forever, Phoenix. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. Looking dope. Yeah, man, this thing's working out real well. I want other people to get healing, and